What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. And we got an update. The NBA.com has released their power rankings for the Eastern Conference, and we're going to talk about it right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, Chicago Bulls fans. So our Bulls have ranked 6th in the NBA.com Eastern Conference power rankings heading into the season. You know what? I don't have a lot of disagreement with this. In my personal opinion, I would have ranked the Bulls above the Raptors, who were at number 5. But outside of that, not really hating this list at all. So number 1, we have the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Boston Celtics. Next up at number 2, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Philadelphia 76ers at number 3, the Miami Heat at number 4, and the Toronto Raptors at number 5, followed by the Chicago Bulls at number 6. They're above the Nets at number 7, above the Hawks at number 8, the Cavs at number 9, and the Knicks at number 10 to round out the top 10. You guys can look at all 15 teams if you want. You know what? I'll go ahead and read them off as well. You got the Wizards at number 11, Hornets at number 12, Pistons at number 13, Magic at number 14, and Pacers at number 15 at the bottom. I think I would have ranked the Pacers above the Magic as well myself in that. The biggest thing to me, nothing hugely stands out to me. I think I would have ranked the Heat above the Sixers as well, but still the Sixers definitely deserve to be ranked above the Raptors and the Bulls also. But looking at this, and with a lot of conversation being built around the fact of, what do you hear fans say? Every team in the East has improved, but the Bulls will be lucky to make the playoff. Everybody, all those sky is falling Bulls fans, which that saying is coming back for next season. Sky is falling Bulls fans be damned. As I've been saying, and as many more level-headed Bulls fans have pointed out as well, yes, there have been teams in the East that have gotten better, but not haven't gotten markedly better than the Chicago Bulls. Now, I would say the 5, 6, 7, 8 are kind of all probably within a couple of games or points within each other when it comes to the power rankings, but the Bulls still ranking at number 6, and that's understandably with the doubt around Lonzo Ball and his health there, whether he's ready to go at the start of the season. It's still inconsistent like Kobe White, not knowing how the new additions of Goran Dragic, Andre Drummond are going to fill in. Is Vooch going to have another down season? When you factor in all those questions with the Chicago Bulls, they're ranking at 6 because they have to show and prove, right? Yes, if this ranking would have probably been a little bit different had the Bulls season ended better than what it did last season, not having that monumental fall at the end of the season, probably would have been ranked a little bit higher, regardless of what happened in the playoffs. But with everything being said and how it shook down, I'm not hating being ranked number 6 for the Chicago Bulls. Now, I do think, and as I've said before, I do think a fully healthy Bulls team, or a team that can stay healthy for the majority of the season with the additions and what Andre Drummond is going to mean to the defense of that Chicago Bulls team, I do think that they can get above 50 wins this season, but they have to show and prove it. But knowing what we know about the Bulls, I can completely understand this ranking at number 6. I know a lot of Bulls fans are going to have some issues with it. And again, when I initially saw this list, this is why this video came out a little bit shorter than breaking news does for me. I really took a look at it, took some time to evaluate, and was like, no, you know what? This is fair. Can the Bulls show that they deserve to be ranked higher than 6? Absolutely. I still, like I said, my biggest gripe is that I think that they should be ranked above the Toronto Raptors. But with everything being equal, I do think that absolutely the Bulls are going to show that they belong, and they're probably going to be ranked higher than this in power rankings throughout the season, but it's kind of fair. It really kind of is fair, just evaluating everything, the uncertainty around Patrick Williams, even though he was out most of last season. Like, what is he really going to give you? Is he going to make a leap? Health around the Chicago Bulls team as well. Like, just looking at all that, I can rationalize the Bulls being ranked where they are now. I'm not saying that that's what went into NBA.com's rankings. It could have been a completely different factor, but that's the way that I look at it, and I can rationalize it just with all the questions around this team. But more importantly, where would you have ranked the Chicago Bulls in the power rankings of just the Eastern Conference? Keep that in mind. Where would you rank them? But according to this, like I said, a lot of the teams that people have said, hey, they've gotten markedly better, the teams improved, the Bulls are still ranked above those teams. Now, you could make an argument for their teams as well. Yes, on paper, you want to see how things come along, injuries for a lot of those teams as well. Like, I can understand all of that. But like I've been saying, and hopefully this goes down to calming some Bulls fans as far as like their worry on how much did the Bulls do to improve. This still does not mean that the Bulls are championship contenders. Doesn't mean that they still don't need to improve the team. But like I said, looking at this team with the Zach LaVine, a healthy Lonzo Ball, hopefully, DeMar DeRozan all coming back. The teams that were below the Bulls at the end of last season haven't made themselves clearly better than the Chicago Bulls right now if they're fully healthy. Now, we'll see how that all shakes down once the season starts. But that's again, just kind of my thoughts, my thinking on this. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Where would you have ranked the Bulls? Do you think the Bears are ranked fairly at the Bears? Do you think the Bulls are ranked fairly at number 6? Do you think they should have been ranked higher? Do you think they should have been ranked lower? Let it all down below. Let it all go down below. Let your thoughts off down below. If you also want to send in any feedback on that, we'll let you know how to do it as we end the show. Thank you for being the best part of Chicago Bears Central. If you want to follow the show, you can do so at Bulls Central Pod. If you want to send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related because of you guys, not because of me. And like I like to end everything on, go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.